You start off as a normal student in Tokyo, and then your commute turns into an apocalypse. Suddenly, you're on a ruined, sun beach version of the city. Demons are everywhere, and the only way to survive is to talk to monsters, steal their powers, and build a team that can break the enemy before they break you. This is Shin Megami Tensei V Vengeance, and the demo is basically the game saying, here's the world, and here are the rules, now adapt. In this video, I'm going to be giving you a clean introduction into what Shin Megami Tensei V Vengeance is and what the demo lets you do, and what the gameplay actually feels like: exploration, combat, recruiting demons, and the first big oh wow moments. And if you never played Shin Megami Tensei before, don't worry, this is the one of those series that looks intimidating until it clicks, and then it becomes insanely addictive.
But if this is the train, then what exactly happened here?
So, for quick contents, Shin Megami Tensei is a darker, more tactical cousin of the same family as Persona, but it's way more focused on combat strategy and team building. The core idea is you don't just fight demons, you recruit them, fuse them, and constantly rebuild your party to handle what's coming next. It's less grind until you win and more understanding the fight and outsmarting it. Vengeance is basically an expanded version of Shin Megami Tensei V and adds a whole new story route, new scenes, new encounters, and quality of life upgrades that make a whole experience feel smoother and more alive. And the demo introduces that immediately, because right at the start you hit with a choice that basically says, do you want the original story path or do you want the Canon of Vengeance route? The demo starts with you being a student going through a normal day in Tokyo. You meet classmates, you get the ordinary life vibe, and then the atmosphere starts to feel off. You end up heading towards a tunnel. Without getting too specific, reality breaks. One moment you're in a city, the next you're in a place called Tada, a harsh, ruined version of Tokyo that looks like the world ended and the only supernatural stayed behind. Very early, you merge into a mysterious being and transformed into something called Nahobino, a kind of human-demon hybrid that becomes your main character's true combat form, and then the game teaches you the rule that defines everything. If you hit an enemy's weakness, you gain momentum. If the enemy blocks you, drains you, or misses, you lose momentum. This is the press turn system, and it makes every turn feel like you're either in a building, a combo, or walking into a trap. Once the demo opens up, you immediately fall into the SMT loop: explore, fight, recruit, fuse, upgrade, repeat. You find ley line fonts, with basically checkpoints where you heal, save, and fast travel. You discover collectible little weirdos called Miman, which feed into long-term upgrades. You pick up essences, which are huge because you let your customizable skills and resistances so you can prep for specific threats instead of staying stuck in one build. And you start feeling something else really fast. The world is not built to let you coast, it's built to make you prepare. Then comes the feature that makes SMT, negotiation. Mid-fight, you can literally talk to demons, something that's curious. Sometimes they're rude, sometimes they ask questions that feel personal, like a personality test, and sometimes they just demand your stuff, like Supernatural Highwayman. If you play it right, they'll join your party. If you play it wrong, they can take your items and still kill you. And this system is a secret sauce, because your party isn't your party, it's the usual RPG sense. It's a rotational squad of creatures you constantly improve and replacing and fusing into something stronger. Fusion is where the game really becomes a build crafter. You take demons you recruited, combine them, create new ones with better stats and better skills, often inherited moves you choose, so it feels like you're actually designing a solution. And in the demo, you hit moments where the fusion isn't optional. It's actually the difference between this boss deletes my team and okay, I see the pattern, I can beat this. The demo also throws you into an early challenge that teaches you the tone. Some areas are corrupted by powerful threats, and clearing them is basically you prove that you can survive here. You meet characters with their own goals and tensions, especially in the Vengeance route, where the demo makes it clear this isn't just a remaster, it's a different vibe with the new pressure and new encounters. And the game keeps nudging you towards the same lesson: don't level up, learn the enemy. Eventually, the demo builds towards a landmark encounter that feels like your first real exam. This is where you stop thinking like I have a party and start thinking like I have a toolkit. You check elements, you adjust skills, you swap demons, you watch patterns, and then you will finally win. It feels earned because SMT doesn't hand your victories, it makes you build them. So that's the vibe of Shin Megami Tensei V Vengeance, the demo, a brutal but fair RPG where the world is mysterious, the combat is tactical, and the real power is how you adapt, recruit demons, fusion them, and shaping your build around what's ahead. If you enjoyed this little intro to the game and you want to see the whole journey, I'm going to be playing through the entire full game start to finish. So drop a like and drop a comment below telling me what route would you choose, the vengeance route or the creation route, and what demon would you want on your team as early as possible. And if you want more Shin Megami Tensei V Vengeance content, subscribe, because this is just where it's just beginning.